Gospel. This is THP, the happiest people on earth, the telecast program of the Full Gospel Business Men's Fellowship International Nigeria. My name is Oluwakumi Adedeji. I have my guest again with me. Last week they were sharing God's grace, wonderful grace, about their home, about the choice of each other to become husband and wife, and about God's intervention at the point of discharge from NYSC employment the same day. And then the finger of God. Don't forget the finger of God at the delivery of the second child. You're going to hear more. You're welcome back on the program today.
Thank you, sir.
My guest, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson Okesesan. You're welcome again.
Thank you.
Let me start with you this week. I think last week I started with her. You were sharing about God's faithfulness in times of employment.
Yes.
What else do you want to share?
What I want to share about God's provision concerning our accommodation.
Okay.
See, when I got my letter of appointment at the Polytechnic Ibadan, I put up a letter for accommodation on campus. My number was 100 on the list. And up till today, that number has not changed. I rented an apartment outside, a face me and face you house, 2 rooms.
Okay, civilian barrack.
Yeah. And my landlord will say, I know this place is not fit for you, a whole lecturer. So whenever I ask for anything from her, she will say, I know this place is not the best place for you. So I was looking for accommodation at all cost. I remember there was a time I had a program at Toyo. My wife was in Ibadan. So before I left, I collected loan, gave to her, look for a flat at all costs. She looked all, she could not get anything. At the end of it, I said, well, if that's the will of God, no problem. So whenever there's any vacancy in that building, and about impressing upon the landlady to give it to me, there was a lady there that will quickly go to the woman and say, don't give him. Then we continue to pray. My salary was 1,250 naira then.
A day?
Per month. Then. And a lot of want it. The cooperative I belong to in my office, in the school, just gave me a plot of land. Far place in Akwete there. I told my wife, let us go there. She said, no, we will go to that bush with you. I told her, don't worry, on Saturday I will go there. I started by farming on that plot of land. Later on, I told her, let us go and do something. She said, well, if you want to go there, you can go to the bush. I'm not interested in the bush. 1999, I was praying, women. I was praying that God should give her interest in that project. So I just told her, let's go and do something. No, we are not going there now. Let's go and start something. She said, well, we can go. So we went and we cleared the place again and we started laying foundation. Just 6 months before that time, a colleague of mine went to the same place because the entire place was a jungle. So he started his own. So now I was using that one as a reference to go and see your friend. Your friend, husband is already on the side. Let's go there. Sincerely speaking, within 2 years, they not completed the building.
Great.
And when I was to leave, I went to the lady that was an hindrance to my getting extra room. Said, please come, she could not. And just a month before we left, actually we did not want to leave them, there was an accident in the house. The entire building got carted with fire. We lived downstairs. The whole story building up there was finished. And there was a crack in the decking. So whenever we sleep and it rains, there are drops of water. And I told my wife, I said, this building, you said, I've told you, let us park there on my birthday. She said, no, we have to finish it to the taste. I said, okay. That day, the rain was falling and the thing was dropping. I said, hello, how do you do? Let's put a bowl there. And then, she said, let us go. God, thank you for answering my prayer. How God did it. I was 39 years old. having my own house. When I have senior colleagues in my office that are still in
believing God to even buy a lot of land.
Yes. So it's been the grace of God. And whenever I call on him, he answers. Right from that moment I got to that village, God has been very extraordinarily good to us. Provision. See, this one will say, Surveyor, get us land. I will help them buy the land at least. If I don't have anything there, I will survey it. For the survey. I will do the survey, and from there I will get some token. So right from that time, God has been very faithful, and we are who we are today.
Let me come back on you. Why didn't you want to move to the bush? You were afraid?
No, not actually. Actually, I was skeptical in the first instance because of the distance to my place of work. I was in a school in Mokola area then. We were living at Songo Bembo Road. Then we are now going to move inside there. And then I was running my program at UI at the same time. So I was just thinking of the stress that's going to be on me, moving that kilometers every day. And the children, how to relocate them to a good school and everything. That was my headache that I didn't want to. Not that something will happen to us, man. No, nothing can happen. At least we have God on our side. But I was just looking at the stress side. Then we were with just one car. And it means we are going to be waiting for everybody to finish in the town before we trade. Yeah, exactly. So that was why I was skeptical about moving there.
But do you love the place now?
Oh, the place is now a city on its own. A great place. A lovely place.
So what else do you want to share about God's faithfulness?
The last time I was talking, I think I talked about our second child and how the child came to be and everything. The Lord performed a greater miracle on our third baby. 5 years after I was to have the baby again, after the previous one. Then I was okay. Also, at the beginning, the problem started at the beginning. I was having contraction at early stage. The pregnancy was just below 3 months then. It was so strange to me. So I was just complaining then. One afternoon just said, well, we have been praying. Let us go and visit a doctor. We went to the clinic, their school clinic then, and the man said I should go for an ultrasound. By the time he brought the ultrasound, he said, well, there are things contending with the baby in your womb. I was scared. What could have been that? It has never happened. He said, you are going to be referred to the UCH. Then I went in good faith that they are going to tell me some drugs to use and everything. By the time we got there, they said, Madam, you are not going home. You are going to be on bed rest. I just started weeping. Because I was just thinking of the stress and my husband will have to pass through taking care of the children and coming to UCH again, his work and everything. And I did not like being confined to a particular place. I was saying, God, but why this? It's not my first pregnancy, not the second one. Why should you allow the devil to torment me with this one? But then, as someone questioned, how many weeks? They said, no, just go there. By the time you are okay, we certify that you are okay, then you will go home. Then I took up the courage to move on. We went, I was admitted. After a while, doctors were so friendly. And the nurses and everything, after a while, they said it was okay to be discharged, but I should not pass through any stressful thing. Then I went back home, we were praying. Since then, we had been having series of prayers concerning that baby. By the time, usually I used to have my children during the EDD. If it's going to be late, it can be late, it used to be earlier, and it can just be 3 days to the EDD or the actual EDD. But this period, there was a day I just woke up and felt so weak, and I was telling my brother, and I'm so weak. He said, let's pray. We prayed, and I was going about my normalism. When he was just watching me around the house, and he said, are we not going to go to the hospital? I said, no, I'm okay. It's not contraction, I'm just... He said, okay, and he was trying to rush out to go to his office. Around after 12, he said, Madam, are we not going to go to the hospital? Pastor just said, why don't you give it a try? Go now. At least you'll be checked and you... I said, okay, let's go. He just dressed up and I went. By the time I got... Before then, please, during my antenatal period, I had a problem of low PCB. my PCV was dwindling between 24, 25, 26 with the pregnancy. And my consultant will ever tell me that, Madam, if your PCV doesn't shoot up by next antenatal, I'm going to admit you and transfuse you. It's risky going about with this thing. And I just said, please sir, just give me some days, I'll work on it. I was given double hematinics just to boost everything. But alas, the thing will just be dropping. But we will pray, we do everything. God, what is this? But I was just having the conviction that I'm not going to take another blood. I don't want that. God, I don't want it. How can I take someone else's blood? Even with the pregnancy, I don't want it. We were praying, we are refusing, we are rejecting, we are doing all sorts. By the time it was, then I was placed on weekly antenatal. Which should it be?
We're going to continue the story. We need to go on break now. I'm sure you want to know the end of that story after the break. Welcome back to the program.
The Full Gospel Business.